I think the most important thing that the EU can do to see to that we meet our targets is it's to see to that we don't over-legislate. What I mean with that is the fact that we have targets and we should give those targets to member states and to European companies and not give too much detailed approach on how to achieve them. Because the more we regulate the road to achieving these targets for countries and for individual companies, the more expensive it will become to actually get there. And I think that's the biggest risk I see today when we do too much legislation, that it becomes almost like a spaghetti bowl, that it's hard for anybody that truly wants to actually help and contribute to do that, because you have so much different, often contradicting legislation in the area of energy and climate change that it becomes unnecessarily expensive. There's three words that we have to do: predictability, predictability, predictability. I think the biggest threat to getting the investment we need into not only this sector but other sectors as well is the fact that we as legislators have been changing everything too often, and nobody, I don't want my pension to be invested in, any kind of industry where politicians change the rules of the game on a yearly basis. And if I look from my own experience that we worked on, for example, the legislation on indirect land use change, we haven't even had implemented the last legislation before we actually start working on the new legislation. And that just don't create the conditions for any person with its mind in the right place to actually place their money in the sector. So I think that's probably the single most important thing that we have to deliver as politicians and as the European Union: predictability.